A wonderful good day to you all. Nice to have you here. Today is the day after the Sahara dust event. I believe it is still not 100% over. Although it has rained a bit for us, you can still see one or another layer of dust on the vehicles. Also, the BMW has taken quite a hit, so today we're going to do a little wash. And I've brought you a little soft special. I want to take a look at the QJUTSU series. There is also the QJUTSU shampoo, and I also have the Kamitore tire cleanup ready, which you can use for tires. Let's just do a little test. Just a relaxed little washing video with some tips, and let's take a look at everything calmly. Have fun. So here we have the good piece. I'm really out and about with it a lot lately, just to rack up some kilometers. But not unnecessarily, rather simply to use the driving routes for long-term tests and so on, to really apply some stress here. Quite nice. You can still see the last remnants of Sahara dust here, and we can also take a look at the roof. Here we also have some spots and a small dent. Here we can see the dust really well. There's quite a bit on it. However, it has already been through some drizzle, which means some of it has been washed off. You can still see the last remnants. There's even a little spider crawling over it. Here we still have all the little residues. I want to make it completely clean because you can still clearly see the residues at the back. So there is definitely still some of the Sahara dust on it. Here I also want to redo this. I've already ordered the complete rubber seal, and it's already on its way. And now let's take a look at this. Also here in the front, the wheels have already accumulated a bit of dust again. You can see it nicely here when you just clean it off. And the products we are going to use, let's take a look at them now. I brought a few things from Soft99, specifically the Kyoto shampoo, the creamy shampoo, and the Kamitore wheel and tire cleaner. Today, I'm testing a 2-in-1 product on the wheelhouse. I won't be testing it on the tires today, as we can do that in a later video. However, I find the spray nozzle really out there. Check this out, it's really cool. As a right-handed person, I will now take it in my left hand, but you can see it has already stored something. You can set it to a foam mode here at the front. This is more specifically for the tires. And when you fold out this little white element here, you have it as a spray. I'll show you that again in a moment. So the two of them are here today, and we are going to do a very special pre-cleaning, even though it's not indicated at all by Soft99. But of course, you can still use it for its cleaning properties, as I find a few more details about it on the back. It is also pH neutral. This here is an alkaline cleaner. I also checked this again. Everything is pH neutral and alkaline cleaners. It always states that it is specifically designed for the QJUTSU quartz coatings. But you can of course use it this way as well. No problem. I want to take a look at this together with you in the coming weeks. That's why I have it here and thought, let's first test the shampoo in a relaxed manner and take our time to look at everything. I'm now adding it to 10 liters of water. I've already prepared it down here. I give myself about 30 ml of the creamy shampoo and we put it here in the pressure sprayer. This is not a foam sprayer. This is a pressure sprayer. It's just a test for me. We now have about 1.5 to 2 liters of water in there. I think it's around 1.7, something like that. Let's take 30 ml of the shampoo and spray the shampoo water mixture on as a pre-cleaning step. I will assemble everything now, fill it all up, and then we can get started. All done. And what I can tell you is that this shampoo is called creamy shampoo. Not without reason. If you go into the water here and foam it up a bit, I foamed it up a little by hand just really quickly. Then you really notice how there is a proper glide film on your hand as well. So it is really extremely creamy. This may sound silly, but it's like you have some kind of oil in here, even though there's no oil. And I can clarify that for you. So it feels very soft. However, when you dry your hands, everything is relaxed. It's not like you have some kind of sticky film on your hands. This is really top. So, a big thumbs up. We have 30 milliliters in here now. We have a little more than 10. I think we have 13 liters of water in, but that should definitely be more than enough. And today, the 1-bucket washing method. Look here, there's a dirt trap in it. If you have trouble getting this out, I have created a video on the topic of modification. So you can remove it when you have this ring on top and the screw cap you sand. So feel free to check out the video. If you can't find it now, just let me know. I'll post it or happily share the video again below. Here we have 1.7 liters of water, and also again around it. I have now added 30 ml of the shampoo here. I think 50 might be unnecessary because you now have a very highly concentrated mixture. We now have 30 ml here at about 1.7, and here we have 30 ml at about 13 liters. So this is really a strong mixture, and we are going to pump it up now. But first, we will spray the tire here with the Kamitore wheel and tire cleaner. Let's start with the Kamitore wheel and tire cleaner and the foam applicator here at the top. This means you get a foam that you spray on. You should test whether this works well for you, whether it holds better than the normal version, because if you simply flip this up, you can get a beautiful spray here. It also foams easily, but can be sprayed very, very nicely. And now you can choose exactly what you want. Here you have a kind of spray, slightly gel-like, or you can switch to the foam variant, and then we'll see how well that works. You can also see here on the side, I think you can already tell, I'm applying it to the tire. Look here, you can see this slightly yellow effect that is already present without us having rubbed it yet. 2001. The dirty tire, which is very, very stained, up here, as you can see, will be cleaned shortly. So it's very, very nice to see. You can also spray it directly on everything. You don't always have to use brushes on the tire. You can just do it like this with a 2-in-1 approach. It's all naturally alkaline, without an active indicator. Let's take another look here on the other side. Here, we also spray it on a bit. It always foams up easily, but not as strongly as when you only have the nozzle on. And here on the tire, you can also spray it on again. You can already see quite well this slight yellow tint, which shows what is coming off the tire. I hope the camera captures it in terms of color, but it should be clearly visible. And I would let it sit for 2 minutes, because you are now going over the tire with the brush, for example. So you practically have no long waiting time, since you are busy with other things at the same time. We'll let it sit for a bit longer, and then we'll use the shampoo water mixture. It is quite windy here though. Basically, you now spray a clay loop onto the surface in terms of concentration. And we use a shampoo because a shampoo is also a cleaner. We are now using the shampoo properly as a pre-cleaning step. You have this very, very nice watery shampoo water mixture applied, and we can wonderfully utilize the surfactants in the shampoo and the long spray duration to clean the vehicle in a relaxed manner. We can go over it again here, and this allows the surfactants to work wonderfully. You can also observe this here. That means you don't have to press at all. Just let it hover here on the paint and see how long we can spray here. So it's very, very nice, but with the wind, so it's slowly getting less now, but we really get very, very far without having to pump it up again. Just look at how long it sprays. And so now you can walk nicely along the vehicle. I pump it up completely once more so that we don't have full pressure again. So for the sprayers, let's go over the shaking technique again. But actually, it's enough if the vehicle is nicely sprayed with the shampoo water mixture and coated, and then we can simply let it work for a while. The advantage here in the hot months is that it doesn't dry as quickly because you have a lot of moisture involved, and it is also a very nice thing for the insect form. So then we go over the hood. Again, here we can also see some sealing residue. So, with that, you have actually sprayed the vehicle really nicely and distributed everything evenly. And we can spray for a long time with this sprayer here. I just cleaned the glass. We actually don't really need to spray it, but we can do it anyway. So look, it sprays the whole time without needing to be pumped. Magic. Well, we have arrived back at the starting point. I haven't been down here before. Nice, let's spread it out a bit. So now we've gone around. Now let's take a look at the roof. Everything is still nice, everything is still good, nothing has dried. And now we will just let it sit here for a little while longer. I'm still distributing the rest. And with that, the pre-cleaner, in this case today, the Kyoto shampoo, can work nicely here. And you see, with 1.7 liters, you can easily go around again. Just take the return path, and then go over the spots where you notice, okay, maybe I didn't get it right. With the sprayer, you can just go over them again. But you see here, basically, I'm going to make another round here. It works really, really well. We let it sit for 2 minutes, and then we rinse everything off nicely. So, the first minute is already over. We can take a look here. Everything is dripping nicely down. We have cleaned off some slag and grease from the tire as well, and the rims are all loosened up. We will unscrew that shortly, and it actually sits very nicely on the surface. It forms a uniform film. 2001. Here we also have the area again. It actually works very, very well, and it is still very nicely wet and extremely creamy everywhere. So it really is, the shampoo is not just a fun cream. I don't know if I've ever had such a creamy shampoo before. Feel free to give it a try. It's really an absolute insider tip, and I believe not many people are really aware of it. That's why I wanted to try it out with the QJUTSU series as well. And of course, we will also take a look at the sealant. So, we have completed the pre-wash. Everything has turned out really nice and clean. All the Sahara dust has been removed as well. Up here, unsealed, the vehicle is really nice and smooth. We had already kneaded it as well, so it really worked out great. Here is a nice difference between unsealed water carpet and areas that are nicely sealed. We also had a few residues on it, so synthetic spray wax is included here, along with fireball, pirouette, detailer, and so on. Let's take a look at the rims. And I have to say clearly, folks, they have come out really nicely clean. So here, everything has come off super well. We didn't clean them again with a rim brush or anything deep. It really did a great job cleaning. Everything is looking good. All the dirt has come off. It really worked well. So, it's a very nice thing. I have to say you can spray it on, rinse it off, and at the same time you've sprayed it on the tires as well, which provides an intense cleaning without having to rub it again with a brush or scrub pad. It also helps to free the tires from some residues like yellow streaks or haze or whatever. So, it's actually a cool thing. Of course, it is still a bit wet here, but you can see that this tire care product doesn't suffer from it even if a bit of cleaner gets on it. So it has really held up well. Very nice thing. So overall, everything is wonderfully clean again. We will go to the other side, and there is hardly any dirt residue that we need to work on intensively with the glove. Here we have a little bit more. That's from rinsing. It has run down. Okay, but we will play everything back again anyway once we've gone over it with the wash mitt. But even here, it has really become nicely clean. The tire care has also withstood it well. We really sprayed it on, and it looks very nice. Using the shampoo a bit as a pre-cleaner is definitely advisable. Look here. This will only come off through mechanical action. Let's just apply this here and take it off with that. Stone chips, of course, do not go away, but you can see that the car has become very clean. You can also see that all the Sahara dust is completely gone. Yes, now down. Everything looks good back here at the rear as well. So, let's take a look at that, shall we? I'll give you a few impressions of the wash. So it foams endlessly. I brought 2 gloves with me so that you can switch them out a bit. So here I need to pull my sweater up higher because there is just so much foam. So I'm going to come up here to the roof. Come here to the BMW and get right in the middle so it glides. Andreas will use it as shampoo here. I think, Andreas, you should definitely take a look at this. It glides as if you had literally poured sunflower oil here, as if you were on an ice surface. It works really well. You can really feel how it glides over. Also the sealing. It completely tears open again afterwards. Again, let's take the last remnants with us a bit. The pre-wash was so good, and as I said, it was only this Sahara dust on it. You can feel here that it's also wonderful. The cloth isn't rubbing or scratching in any way, so to speak. Very, very nice. So, wonderful behavior of the dress with the many shampoos on the market, folks. There is already a bit of that now, the QJUTSU series. We just can't keep up at some point. There are so many shampoos, so many products, 21, and sometimes it just takes longer until we find a real gem like this here. Can we wipe it down again? But there is absolutely no dirt left after the pre-wash, and there is still a lot of shampoo involved here. So, the combination of washing gloves with these mixed fibers and QJUTSU shampoo, I believe this will also rank very high for me among the shampoos. We will also do the back here. So that's it done. The whole car is washed. It really looks extremely good. Super gentle shampoo. Also here at the front. It's a nice thing. And if we rinse it off now, let's see if it removes any sealant. But I can't imagine it will. Very, very cool. So, shall we grab 2 more here or 2 chips? Or should we test it with 1? And shine everything off now. So, done. It doesn't remove any paint sealant here. Use in synthetic spray, wax, not fireball. It doesn't affect any plastic sealant either. That worked well too. So, a very, very nice thing. And with that, we have the vehicle clean again. Our Sahara dust operation here worked well. Everything has been nicely cleaned off. All the paint is back to normal. The dust really comes off very easily when you soak it nicely. Simply spray the nice snowboard and shampoo water mixture, and it works really, really well. And yes, the QJUTSU shampoo. I believe I have praised it often enough. It is really a nice alternative if you are looking for a new shampoo to try out. What I'm testing now is the smell. Yes, it has something of peppermint, like menthol peppermint in that direction. So, as I said, not fruity or anything like that at all. So, anyone who is into peppermint menthol candy in the direction of an ice fresh theme should check this out. So, not for the fruit types among you or for those cookie people like me here, but for the slightly milder ones. So that's definitely included as well. It glides, and I will say it one last time, it glides extremely well. It is really remarkably good. The foam formation is really absolutely top notch. We had 30 ml and 13 liters of water. I believe you could also work with 20, but I wouldn't necessarily start with 5 ml of shampoo. It would also have a bit of intensity in it. That means here as well, I believe the snow foam will work really well. I think the dosage will also be extremely low, maybe 10-15 milliliters in 1 liter in the foam sprayer. So we will experiment a lot with it. This was a bit of my first test here for you. Overall, a very nice package. And yes, anyone who is a fan of Soft99 and hasn't tried the shampoo yet should definitely do so. My feedback on the Kamitori Wheel and Tire Cleaner: you can spray it on using this foam function. It adheres nicely to the tire sidewall, and then you can clean the rims at the same time. Either you shine everything off, or you go over it again with a scrub pad, for example, to achieve a bit more cleaning power if your tire needs it. Otherwise, I would just spray it on and rinse it off. Basically, like a rim cleaner on a Saturday morning. That's how you can make use of it. The spray head, let me bring it back into the picture, is really absolutely crazy. I always appreciate that Soft99 has some unique product bottles like this bazooka spray and this variant. The design and all that is just a cool thing. Of course, the content of the product is the most important thing, logically, but it's a nice gimmick, and I would definitely continue to use the bottle for other things or refill it with something else. So a thing, it worked well, a relaxed washing video. If you have any questions about it, leave questions below. And we will also see the other products in the coming weeks and months because I want to try out wheel sealants, paint sealants, everything that goes with it. It will be a very nice thing. Until then, you're Sebastian, and you will see the drying of the vehicle in another video. We'll save that for later, as I have something special planned. Until then, folks, ciao.